Welcome back, Cage Combat fans. Before we start, make sure hit the like button, share, and subscribe the channel for daily UFC news and updates. Let's begin. Dustin Poirier doubts Conor McGregor's UFC comeback, reveals what he would have done differently. Dustin Poirier recently shared his unfiltered thoughts on Conor McGregor's long-awaited UFC return. While he acknowledged McGregor's talent and past accomplishments, Poirier admitted he's losing faith in the Irishman's comeback due to repeated setbacks and injuries. Despite their intense rivalry, Poirier didn't hold back, making it clear that while he respects McGregor's fighting abilities, he has no admiration for him as a person. "If I see him, we'll fight to the death," Poirier stated bluntly, reinforcing the bad blood between them. As for his own career, Poirier revealed that he's planning one final fight before retiring, ideally in his home state of Louisiana this summer. Talks with UFC President Dana White are already underway to make this farewell bout happen. In short, Poirier sees McGregor's return as a long shot, doubts his ability to reclaim past glory, and still harbors deep resentment toward his former opponent. Alexander Volkanovski predicts Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria reveals what could push the champ to welterweight. UFC star Alexander Volkanovski recently weighed in on a potential showdown between lightweight king Islam Makhachev and the rising featherweight champion Ilia Topuria. While he recognizes Makhachev's dominance, Volkanovski believes Topuria's explosive power and well-rounded skill set could make it an intriguing matchup. Discussing Makhachev's future, Volkanovski speculated that the Dagestani fighter might move up to the welterweight division sooner than expected. If Makhachev continues to run through the lightweight division without serious challenges, the temptation to chase a second title similar to past UFC double champs could be too strong to resist. In Volkanovski's eyes, Makhachev remains the man to beat at 155 pounds, but Topuria has the tools to shake things up. Meanwhile, the lightweight champ's hunger for greatness might see him test the waters at 170 pounds in search of a new challenge. Fans shocked by Ilia Topuria's massive weight cut compared to Khabib Nurmagomedov's size. UFC fans are stunned after reports surfaced about Ilia Topuria's drastic weight cuts to make the featherweight limit. With UFC CEO Dana White confirming Topuria's move to lightweight, many are now questioning just how extreme his previous weight cuts were. Topuria, who walks around at approximately 176 to 181 pounds, 80 to 82 kilograms, had been cutting nearly 40 pounds to reach the 145-pound featherweight limit. This revelation has sparked debates among fans, with many drawing comparisons to former UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov, who reportedly walked around at close to 190 pounds before cutting to 155 for lightweight bouts. The discussion has reignited concerns about the dangers of extreme weight cutting in MMA. While Topuria's shift to lightweight may benefit his health and performance, it also highlights the intense physical toll many fighters endure just to compete in their weight classes. Volk makes a great point. Fans react as Alexander Volkanovski explains the delay in Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria fight. UFC fans are buzzing after Alexander Volkanovski shared his thoughts on what might be causing the delay in booking a fight between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. According to Volk, Makhachev could be eyeing a move to welterweight, especially with his teammate Belal Muhammad preparing to defend the 170-pound title at UFC 315. Many fans agree with Volkanovski's take, with one commenting, "Good point by Volk." The speculation has sparked heated debates, as some believe Makhachev might prefer a welterweight title shot over defending his lightweight belt against Topuria. Meanwhile, Topuria remains eager for the fight, confidently claiming he would destroy Makhachev. However, analysts like Michael Bisping suggest that Makhachev could avoid the matchup to prevent being seen as a bully fighting a smaller opponent. With no official announcements yet, fans are left wondering, will Makhachev stay at lightweight for a showdown with Topuria? Or is he already looking toward a new challenge at 170 pounds? Elon Musk reacts as Joe Rogan slams Girl Scout cookies over alleged contamination. Elon Musk had a blunt reaction after Joe Rogan raised serious concerns about the safety of Girl Scout cookies. During a recent podcast episode with actor Woody Harrelson, Rogan criticized reports suggesting that the popular cookies might contain harmful substances like glyphosate and heavy metals. Clearly disturbed by the claims, Rogan didn't hold back, calling them toxic as F*******. Musk, known for his candid takes on social media, responded with a simple but telling three-word tweet, "What the heck?" His reaction quickly went viral, sparking heated discussions online about food safety and ingredient transparency. The Girl Scouts of the USA have since defended their products, stating that all ingredients meet FDA and regulatory safety standards. However, the debate continues, with many now questioning whether they should think twice before indulging in these iconic treats.
They've done studies on Girl Scout cookies where they break them down and find out what's in them. They're toxic as Thin Mints being the worst offenders. 5 flavors of Girl Scout cookies contained levels of glyphosate and heavy metals above EPA water safety limits. New
Gervonta Davis opens up about his complicated relationship with Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't want anyone to surpass him. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has shed light on the rocky relationship he shares with his former mentor and promoter, Floyd Mayweather Jr. While Mayweather played a key role in launching Davis's career under Mayweather Promotions in 2015. Their partnership ended in 2022, and it seems tensions have been brewing for a long time. Davis suggested that Mayweather's ultra-competitive nature may have played a part in their fallout, stating, "Floyd don't want to see a fighter do better than him." This remark has sparked speculation that Mayweather struggled with the idea of Davis stepping out of his shadow and creating his own legacy. Their relationship reportedly became even more strained due to personal matters, including a dispute over private messages between Davis and Mayweather's daughter, Yaya. This led to a heated confrontation and further distanced the two. Although Mayweather has publicly supported Davis's career, Tank felt the need to take full control of his future, explaining, "I have to be the one to run my career." Now forging his own path, Davis is determined to cement his legacy in boxing even if it means leaving Mayweather's influence behind. However, the dynamic between the two remains a hot topic in the boxing world, with fans wondering if their relationship will ever be repaired. "We don't play wrestling here." Khamzat Chimaev fires back at Bo Nickal's criticism. Khamzat Chimaev didn't hold back when responding to Bo Nickal's comments about his wrestling. Following Nickal's dominant win over Cody Brundage at UFC 300, Chimaev dismissed his performance, calling it "big bullsh***. Nickal, a decorated wrestler turned MMA fighter, quickly responded, shrugging off Chimaev's remarks and asserting his confidence in his own abilities. However, Chimaev made it clear that wrestling in the UFC is a whole different game, emphasizing that here, we don't play wrestling. The back and forth between the two rising stars has sparked speculation about a potential clash in the octagon. While Nickal continues to build his UFC resume, many fans are eager to see if he can back up his wrestling credentials against a relentless force like Chimaev. If these two ever meet inside the cage, it could be a high-stakes showdown between elite grapplers with something to prove.
Man, the guy's big bullshit, this guy, man. I don't know what he's saying. He's not wrestling for the points, man. Here, we don't play wrestling. He's fighting, man. I don't care. Somebody takes me down. I'm gonna come up and smash his face, man. I don't think so. This guy gonna come to the cage and come and take me down, no. It's not wrestling. We don't stay like wrestlers, man, with this. So actually, guys, you remember like what Khabib did to KG? And I seen some videos when KG and Usman wrestling. Yeah. They wrestle like 50-50 maybe. Maybe Usman became a bit heavier, a little better. But Khabib shows wrestling skills, our skills, you know, so.
Dana White's son denied job over his love for boxing. UFC boss shares the hilarious story. UFC President Dana White recently shared a funny yet bizarre story about how his son's passion for boxing unexpectedly cost him a job. During an interview, White revealed that his son, Aiden, who is an amateur boxer and football player, applied for a job at In-N-Out Burger while in California. However, during the interview, things took an unexpected turn. The hiring manager questioned Aiden about his boxing background and seemed uneasy about it. In the end, Aiden didn't get the job, apparently because of his involvement in combat sports. White laughed about the situation, telling his son, "Welcome to California, buddy." The story has sparked discussions about misconceptions surrounding combat sports and how they are perceived outside the fight world. While Aiden may have lost a job opportunity, he certainly gained a memorable story, and perhaps even more motivation to continue his boxing journey.
You want to hear something hilarious? My son, Aiden, he was looking for jobs in California. So he goes to In-N-Out Burger. He's interviewing with the lady, and she says, so what are some of your hobbies? And he's like, I like to box. You're a violent person. He's like, no, I'm not a violent person. I just like to box. Didn't hire him.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's what you're going to get in California, buddy.
No.
Alex Pereira gives bold prediction for potential Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall showdown. UFC light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira isn't just watching the heavyweight division, he's analyzing its biggest potential matchups. With speculation swirling about a future clash between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall, Pereira recently shared his thoughts on how the fight could unfold. According to Pereira, experience would be the key factor, and Jones' legendary fight IQ and veteran status could give him the edge against the rising star Aspinall. However, he acknowledged that the matchup presents unique challenges, making it one of the most intriguing heavyweight fights on the horizon. While Pereira is focused on his upcoming title defense against Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313, he's also hinted at a move to the heavyweight division in the future. With Jones shifting his attention toward Pereira as a possible opponent, the landscape of the division could change dramatically in the coming months. Will Aspinall get his long-awaited shot at Jones, or will Pereira shake things up by entering the heavyweight picture himself? Either way, fans can expect fireworks in the division's near future. Joe Rogan and The Undertaker keep it real on CM Punk's UFC struggles. The timing was off. When CM Punk made the bold move from WWE to the UFC, the combat sports world had mixed reactions. In a candid discussion on the Joe Rogan Experience, UFC commentator Joe Rogan and wrestling icon The Undertaker shared their thoughts on why Punk's MMA career didn't go as planned. It was kind of late in the game, The Undertaker admitted, acknowledging Punk's heart but questioning whether he started his UFC journey too late to truly compete at an elite level. Rogan, known for his unfiltered opinions, didn't hold back either, pointing out that Punk lacked the natural athleticism required to thrive in the octagon. Punk, whose real name is Phil Brooks, stepped into the UFC cage in his late 30s after dominating the pro wrestling scene. However, despite his dedication, his lack of experience and late transition into MMA proved too much to overcome, leading to back-to-back losses inside the octagon. While Punk's UFC run may not have gone as planned, his willingness to take risks and chase new challenges still earned him respect. But as Rogan and The Undertaker suggested, timing and experience can make all the difference in the fight game.
He's a very nice guy, but he does not have athletic talent. He's a showman, and when he was in the WWE, he was allowed to say, I am the fucking man, and throw his arms up in the air, and they had it scripted so that he was the man. But, you know, when you're in there with a guy like Mike Jackson, who had zero fear of him, popping him in the face anytime he wanted to, and...
Jack Della Maddalena confident ahead of title clash with Belal Muhammad. I've faced fighters like him before. With UFC 315 just around the corner, Jack Della Maddalena is gearing up for the biggest fight of his career. His first shot at welterweight gold against Belal Muhammad. Stepping in after an injury-sidelined Shavkat Rakhmonov, Della Maddalena is unfazed by the short-notice opportunity and ready to prove he belongs at the top. Despite Muhammad's bold predictions and dismissal of his fighting style, the Australian contender remains composed. I've fought people like him before, Della Maddalena stated, emphasizing that he's no stranger to facing strategic, well-rounded opponents. His undefeated UFC record, featuring multiple highlight reel finishes, speaks for itself. Meanwhile, Muhammad has downplayed Della Maddalena's skill set, calling his approach basic, but the challenger isn't buying it. With a background that includes taking on all styles and thriving under pressure, he believes he has the tools to shock the champion and walk away with the belt. As the fight night draws closer, fans are eager to see if Della Maddalena can rise to the occasion or if Muhammad's experience will keep the title in his hands. One thing is certain, this is a matchup that could shake up the welterweight division in a big way. Rafael Fiziev's faith and journey. How his religious beliefs led to a major life change. UFC star Rafael Fiziev has always been known for his explosive fighting style, but his journey outside the cage has been just as intense. Born in Kazakhstan to an Azerbaijani father and a Russian mother, Fiziev was raised in Kyrgyzstan. However, his Shia Muslim faith eventually played a role in his decision to leave the country. Back in 2021, Fiziev publicly revealed that he faced religious discrimination from certain figures in Kyrgyzstan, which made it difficult for him to stay. As a result, he decided to relocate to Phuket, Thailand, where he now trains and lives. He has also chosen to represent Azerbaijan in his professional MMA career. Despite these challenges, Fiziev remains focused on his goals inside the octagon, proving that resilience extends far beyond just fighting. His story is a testament to overcoming obstacles, both in and out of the sport, and staying true to one's beliefs no matter the circumstances.